Yo, what's good, Fufu Gang? Welcome to a new series, Fufu Fridays. It's an album that drops on the last Friday of every month, consisting of 5 documentaries. And if you're watching this, all 5 of the documentaries are gonna be out right now on the channel, so make sure you guys go check them out. Oh, and by the way, the soundtrack is brought to you by Ice Kareem. He's an upcoming SoundCloud artist from Atlanta, Georgia, with a dope and unique sound. His music is going to be playing in all 5 of the documentaries, so if you guys are rocking with it, I'm going to leave his SoundCloud, Instagram, and Spotify link inside the description. Go ahead, check him out. But no time to waste, let's get into this documentary. I'm in that Lotus. I saw the shot to hop out the whip, and she felt loaded. Demetrius Christopher Foose, better known for his stage name Lil Skies, is a 24-year-old rapper from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He has 5 platinum and 8 gold singles, and has 2 albums that went platinum and gold. He's been featured on songs with Lil Durk, Wiz Khalifa, and numerous other artists that solidified inside the industry. Within a 3-year time frame from 2017 to 2019, Skies will have the game in a chokehold, as he will be selling out huge venues, drop high charting projects, and will get huge cosigns for big, respected OGs inside the game like Snoop Dogg. Skies will drop hit song after hit song, and the industry will be showing him mad love, as they believe he was soon going to be the face of hip-hop with his undeniable talent. Yeah, that should be loaded. Heard that little nigga was playing on me, bet he gon' blood. Heard these little bitches been playing on me. Skies grew up always having a love for music, as he said he would record his first song at the age of 4 years old, and it was because of his father, Michael Burton Jr., aka Big Skies. Big Skies will be a huge motivation of Lil Skies, just like any other little boy looking up to his father. But this was different. Big Skies wanted to be a famous artist in his day, but it didn't really work out. So Lil Skies wants to live his father's dream and make it really happen. Big Skies will always recommend Lil Skies to make older sounding music without any curse words, just because it was more of his time's type of music. And Skies didn't have a problem doing so, because he grew up listening to Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa a lot, and he thought it would be cool to mimic their sound a little bit. But as Skies started getting older, he started to realize a whole new sound was being brought to the mainstream in 2016, as a lot of new SoundCloud artists would be on the rise. And he knew that it was time for a change for his music and his image, and that's exactly what he would do. His first song where he tried his new sound was called The Sauce. It dropped March 25th, 2016. And as of September 2022, the song is sitting at 8 million views on YouTube. But at the time of it dropping, it wouldn't rack in that much views. But it did have positive feedback from thousands of people at the time, so Skies knew he was heading down the right direction with his new trap melodic sound. So he would start dropping songs consistently like Tokyo, Kingfolk, and Don't Love Me, and he was making a name for himself in his hometown. But while doing that, he gained the attention of the Cuff Boys, a YouTube channel that had over 200,000 subscribers at the time, consisting 3 friends, Cameron Holler, Johnny Ransom, and his future 2-time multi-platinum duo twin landoncube. The Cuff Boys and Skies were really hit it off when they first met, just rocking with each other's vibe, and they soon became best friends, and that would lead to Landon and Skies hopping in the studio together, recording Red Roses. Skies and Landon would put the audio to Red Roses out, and the song started making noise in the underground. And Cam Holler, who was great friends with Cole Bennett at the time, told Cole he needed to shoot the music video to Red Roses. So we got them on a phone call together, and Skies and Cole would talk all night, really feeling each other's vibe, so it made the process of shooting Red Roses more genuine and organic. And on October 18th, 2017, Red Roses would officially drop on the Lyrical Lemonade channel and started going viral, getting millions of views on YouTube. And Skies would start getting a lot of attention from fellow SoundCloud mainstream artists like Trippieredd, xxxtentacion, and 6ix9ine. Skies knew it was time to drop a mixtape, so he started working on one. And he had a song called Big Money that he wanted Cole Bennett to shoot because he knew him and Cole together were unstoppable. Cole was 100% excited and ready to shoot with Skies again, but he wasn't so sure about shooting Big Money because he had heard a special song that Skies and Landon had recorded. Skies trusted Cole's vision, so him and Landon would shoot the music video to it. And on December 17th, 2017, Skies would drop his first smash hit charting song, Nowadays. The song would debut at number 85 and peaked at number 55 on the Hot 100 Billboard charts. And as of September 2022, the music video is sitting at 330 million views on YouTube. The song will put Skies' career in a whole new status and will change his life forever. At that point, Skies would be walking into a New Year's confidently, as he was looked at as hip-hop's new biggest thing and had all eyes on him. So on January 10th, 2018, Skies would drop his debut mixtape, Life of a Dark Rose. The tape would debut at number 23 and peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 200. The tape would eventually end up going platinum because of all of his hit songs on there like Nowadays, Red Roses, Welcome to the Rodeo, Size of Jealousy, and Skies' biggest song up to date, Lust. Now boys, when I tell you Lust broke the internet, that's an understatement. The song would peak at number 87 and spend a whole month on the Hot 100 Billboard charts. And it will also go on to go platinum 2 times, and the music video is close to 200 million views on YouTube. The song was so big in 2018, if you didn't hear about it, you were just living under a rock. There was no way you can escape it. If you go on Fortnite, you'll hear it playing in the background. If you go to the store, it's gonna be playing. If you go inside your whip, it's gonna be playing on the radio. If you go on Instagram, there's gonna be a 15-year-old girl posting an edit with Lust playing in the background. There was no way of escaping it. It was just everywhere. I'd like to say this was Lil Skies' highest point of his career, to be honest, cause he was always on the headlines, but not for the drama or controversy, but for his talent. The media loved him. His music was just so fun and exciting, he made life 10 times more funner just by playing it. Skies will go on to consistently drop hits in the middle of 2018. Songs like Creepin', No Rest, I Know You, and much more. He was racking in hundreds of millions of streams, and it was because he was sticking to his formula, dropping lovable melodic fun tracks consistently.
She gon' be all over my body. Yeah. I fell in love with the six. She fell in love with my hobbies. Yeah. She fell in love with the herbs. She fell in love.
But then something very drastic would happen to Skies that would change his whole entire vibe of his character and image. On June 26, 2018, Skies, Landon, and his cameraman Nicholas Jandor went out shopping on Melrose Avenue in LA, and they will be held at gunpoint for his watch. Skies went on IG Live having a panic attack, nearly in tears, explaining a story on how a man nearly took his life over a $60,000 watch. And I can tell you from experience, having a gun put on you will mess up your mental, and that's exactly what we was witnessing publicly happen to Skies. After that situation, we will see Skies change his whole vibe up. He came from dropping party fun style music to more depressing sad music, and the fans would start worrying for him because we knew something was up. Tracks like Ops Want Me Dead, I, and Name in the Sand are good examples of him making sad music on deeper topics. And as much as the fans were worried at first, they stopped caring because it was relatable lyrics and was still streaming good. At the time of 2019, emo sad rap was at an all-time high, so his music blended in with everybody else's, which wasn't a bad thing because, like I said earlier, he was getting tens of millions of streams, so no one really thought of nothing of it. But you could definitely tell that something was up with his personality, as he just didn't seem happy anymore. On February 28th, Skies dropped his debut album, Shelby, and it sold 55,000 units first week and went on to debut at number 5 on the Hot 200 Billboard charts. The album featured good artists like Gucci Mane, Gunna, and Landoncube, and at the time of this recording, it's certified gold. The album really solidified him as an artist that was here to stay inside the industry, or so it seemed, because he proved to the world that he can make hit records without having to clout chase and do publicity stunts online, and his label Atlantic Records was loving him for that. He will go on to drop a few more singles in 2019 and one last hit song titled Magic, which has over 24 million views on just the audio on YouTube, before taking a 6-month break from social media and news drops, as he will welcome a new boy named after him to the world. Which was understandable because Skies was a new father, he needed time to himself, but boy did things change when he came back from that 6-month break. Skies returned back with a hit single on March 4th, 2020, titled Having My Way, featuring Lil Durk, and at the time of this recording, it's certified gold. But the thing is, this will be Skies' last song to ever go gold. Skies would drop 4 songs back to back in 2020, and the fans seemed to be hyped because he was bringing some new sounds to the table, and was rocking with the fact that he was being consistent. But after Light being dropped, Skies would start teasing an album but wouldn't put out any music. The fans were upset with Skies as they felt like an album was long overdue, since he came from a break that lasted about half a year. Since then, Lil Skies only dropped 2 projects, with that being Unbothered and Unbothered the Deluxe. And some would say that those 2 albums wouldn't sell so well. But once Lil Skies preview played this on my funeral featuring Landoncube, social media will go crazy as they saw this as the 2 duos were back in the game. And on March 25th, 2022, we'll get the last song from Lil Skies that we heard in a minute. And ever since then, Lil Skies hasn't dropped. Lil Skies only dropped 1 song in the last 500 days, and I believe that contributes to Lil Skies not having as much traction as he used to before.
I'm in that loudest. I told her shawty to hop out the whip, and she felt loaded. Loaded that, give me a gun in my hip.
In 2022, we still see him selling out shows, We still see him performing in front of thousands of people at festivals, and we still see millions of people streaming his music weekly. So imagine what he could be doing if he was really putting an effort to dropping new music and pleasing the fans. And I can kinda understand why Skies be taking so much of a long break. Honestly, we can just see the difference in his happiness from 2017 to 2022. Here's a clip of Lil Skies in a Genius interview from 2017 and compare that to a Genius interview of him in 2021. You can see the difference in his energy. You can see he's mentally drained.
Shit like that, but it was like some like sexy like pretty boy shit. But I was like 4 years old, you feel me? Friends wanna be friends when you doing the most. How you tell me you my bro, then you went out and told in the vet, smoke 'em like a cigarette. Snot might know more about cars than me because I'm into the looks and shit. I don't know all that technical stuff and everything underneath the hood and the rims and all that.
I don't know what's going on with him, but I hope that him taking this long of a break could really help him heal and see life clearly and just find happiness in music again. Because there's millions of kids out there that Skies can help cope with their pain just by dropping new music. And I'm not gonna act like I'm not one of them. Skies has been my favorite artist since 2017, back when I was in middle school. When I was sad, his music made me get up and dance. When I was unmotivated, his music would be enough for me to go get up and do it. When I needed somebody to look up to, I looked at Skies. And fortunately for Skies, there are still millions of kids out there who have the same mindset as I did in middle school. So if he starts dropping consistently, he can really take over the world again. His dope and unique sound is definitely gonna help him, and his incredible lyricism. Him and his team just need to set up one big play so he can have a comeback. Anything is possible as long as you have the right plan, faith, and energy. The grind gotta never stop, Skies. I believe in you. You should believe in yourself. Fufu out. Gang.
I'm in that lotus. I told her shawty to hop out the whip, and she felt loaded. Loaded that, keep me a gun on my hip, that should be loaded. Heard that little nigga was playing on me, bet he gon' blow it up. Heard these little bitches been playing on me, I just gon' pull up. I spot the pearl with the addy, I told him I gave him a hookup.